Okay, cool. Here's a test of the stage we can get out in 137 where they understand data types, they understand how to interface Max to Ableton Live, and then we start expanding, taking that code and moving it onto different devices and having it interface with different devices. So, for example, here's the Sensel, the help page on the Sensel morph, and we can just tell it how often to check in on the morph, and it unpacks a dictionary that shows the exact location of each finger in X and Y and dumps out all the touch information. There's a human interface module, so we can use that one to bring in gaming controllers and DDR dance pads, and it just pulls in a menu of all the things that are connected over USB. You pick the one that you want to talk to, and then it dumps out information from each controller, and you can filter and play with that. There's also Mira, which is, let's pull that one up right here, help on that, interfaces to the iPad. So we install Mira on the iPad, and then all of these kinds of toggles and dials and sliders we can use as user interface elements and drop them right on the iPad and build an iPad-based app. The one I'm looking at today is the ROLI blocks, okay? So what we have, let me clear this out, is we've dropped a pad into blocks.pad into the Max interface, and then there are little elements we can use like buttons and sliders and toggles. We can color control them. Let me lock the patch. We can color control them here. Okay, and we can see the colors changing in the app, but you can also see the colors are changing in real time right on the block. Okay, so here we are going into the reds and purples, and here we are going back through greens. And so if we go and try and read this information, let's clear this off, okay? Then, let's see, they're pretty good colors right now. So as we move this slider, it's spitting out specific values all the way down here from like a value for the slider of around 0, it's like 6, all the way up towards the magical 127 of having 8 bits, okay? The largest number 8 bits can store. So we're reading out touch information in that long string of numbers, and then we're also sending out to the program the exact value of the slider. We have the button here that's toggling on off. Let me get this lined up. Okay, that's toggling on off, and that's spitting out on off button and on off information, and then there's a button up here. Okay, and when I press it, it tells me how hard I'm pressing, the exact location that's being pressed. The light, the color behind the button changes as I press it, okay, and then goes back to the default when I'm off. Oops, where's my finger? There we go, okay. So we can take this code, load it onto this brick, and disconnect, and this is a Bluetooth brick. So now the software will be running and communicating through the wireless airwaves to the Max program, which we can then use to connect to the Ableton Live software. So I think we'll be able to have, maybe even in the same week, students writing Max code to the ROLI, Max code to the Sensel, Max code to an iPad, and some people writing Max code to game controllers or DDR dance pads. Yeah!